What up, though? It's your favorite son, C's.
And it's Big Deal, not the little one. And we are hungry,
Hungry
like the wolves.
Oh,
We are good at that now.
we are.
Oh my
That was our best one
goodness.
right
That was
there. That was like our best one right there.
Let's do that.
Holy shit.
How you doing today, buddy?
I'm cool, you know. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Period.
You know? Yeah, thinking about life and I'm like, man, I'm in a pretty good spot.
Okay. I
Pretty
know that's
fucking good,
right.
yeah.
Gainfully employed,
Gainfully
business
employed,
owner,
business owner,
enthusiast.
and a few different things, enthusiast
Okay.
of many things.
Okay.
You know,
In a great space.
in a great space.
I love it.
How about you, sir?
I've been amazing, honestly. I think I just, you know, I used to be somebody who didn't want to get old. And I was always like, oh my God, like, I'd never be 30. I'm not going to be no old 30-year-old. I am young and hot. And
You know,
But I'm getting more beautiful as the time goes by.
I used to feel that way too. Then I hit 30 and I was like, you know what? 30 is the new 20.
No, but it is though. And you know what's so funny? You grow up and you hear that, that little like saying all the time. This is the new this is the new this. But it happens, I feel like every generation because you are a young child who doesn't really have that awareness of really truly what old is.
Yeah.
You don't really have that reference point to be like, no, this is what old is.
Man.
And then this is actually still quite young. And the older you get, though, the more you be like, nah, hold on. I used to think 30 was ancient. I used to be like, you're in your
Man.
30s? You're old as fuck.
Fuck.
Whole time.
It's like, nah, not really.
Not really, because them 20s, first of all, them 20s fly by.
Man.
And I still sometimes just be like, bro, just yesterday I was a little 18-year-old college kid. Like, what happened? What's going on?
You know, and I think about it, but I ain't gonna hold you. One thing I'm excited about being in my 30s, that's salt and pepper coming in, bro. I can't wait for it. I can't fucking wait.
Listen, I'm plotting. Well, not even I'm plotting. My body's plotting on me. I've gotten a few grays.
I peeped. But it's not a bad look though. It works. The salt and pepper looks good.
We'll be cutting that out
we
of
got,
that.
we got like one strain. We got one strain.
We'll be cutting that clean out of that. I peeped. Okay.
I peeped one. You got one little
No,
strain
I do.
here.
I do actually, and it's actually two, but the other one just sit a little bit lower, so you don't see it as much. And then I got two up here, going on three, because one is kind of creeping in over here. But I'm excited. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm excited because I just feel like, hey, I'm living.
Yeah.
And I'm still a part of the story. You know what I mean?
Still a part of the story.
Still a part of the story.
Salt and pepper. Yep.
Today, friend,
Yeah.
we're talking about something so exciting.
Yeah.
First and foremost, this is our first ever review that is non-food restaurant related. Let's
Yep.
give it up for change.
Change.
Evolution. We're doing something different today. We are actually reviewing a television show.
Yes.
And what is that show, Connor? It's
Southwest.
Southwest.
Starring the first Jalen in the history of the world.
He really is the first Jalen. Let me tell you why that cracks me up. Because I always laugh at him. He's the funniest guy in the fucking universe. Whenever they give, first of all, it's the fact that they have Jalen facts. That's number one. Funny as fuck out the gate. The NBA will be like, this year's draft class had the most Jalen's it's ever had in years. And he'll come under the post and go, R.I.P. Ma. And I'll be like, what the fuck? And then I'll be having to remember, oh, right.
You're the first
Jalen. So your mom kind of low-key.
She kind of cooked.
She cooked.
Like a motherfucker.
She cooked. Like,
She cooked,
and
bro.
apparently, I do want to say, he said, essentially, his uncle's names was James and something else. And then she combined them to make Jalen. And I just always just feel like, damn, nobody ever did that before.
Man, hey, could you imagine like the doctors in that room? She's like, Jalen. It was like, oh.
It was like, haven't got that one before.
Oh, you cooking.
Wait a minute.
They like, damn.
Okay. Like, hold on. And Jalen Rose was born in 1973. So you telling me.
Wasn't a Jalen till night.
Wasn't a Jalen.
Wasn't no Jalen in 72.
Or
Not one.
We're 71, 70, 69.
Not
like
one.
there was no Jalen in the history. We had to get to the 1900s.
Could you? What are the chances? We're talking about since antiquity. Since antiquity, not one person named Jalen.
Which is so interesting because I think about like my name.
Mm-hmm.
My name dates back
Mm-hmm.
to like ancient Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
It was the name of a sea god.
Mm.
And which my mama cooked because I'm a Pisces. So she was like, oh, click, 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 click. It clicked off a few boxes too. She also wanted my name to start with a D and have 5 letters because my dad and my brother are. So literally she cooked on that shit. Even that though, I said, so you telling me motherfuckers was dealing like wearing togas or you know what I mean? Like, but there was not a Jalen until 1973. The first Jalen in history, Jalen Rose.
You know.
Of the Fab Five fame.
The thing is, I wish my name had like what it kind of does. Okay, so
Is it Welsh? I don't know.
No, it's Irish.
Okay, Irish.
Irish Gaelic origin.
Okay.
And it means lover of hounds or wolf lover. What's the chances?
What are the chances? You see how the universe just line up like that?
He's going to be named Connor.
He's going to be named Connor.
Oh my God, y'all just got a
gonna
real
have
name reveal.
Podcast with a wolf as the thing.
We just did a real name reveal. Can you believe it?
We're a real name reveal. Don't say that too loud, because we don't need one more party to go to when bitches get pregnant. We don't need not one more event in that little line. They done convoluted it so much. We got the gender reveal. We got the shower. We got the sip and see. We got the Don't say that too loud. Don't say the name reveal.
What's your real name? Oh my God, that should be funny as hell. I remember I was watching. Speaking of Tubi, I remember I was watching this movie with a shorty, bro. We're watching a Tubi movie. And, like, in the movie, like, she has a crazy-ass ex-boyfriend and shit. They've been dating for years, and she never knew his real name. Like, she only knew his street name. And I was just like, is it really how it be? Like, when y'all dating hood niggas, like, y'all just don't know they government?
I wouldn't be able to tell you because I'm not dating no hood niggas.
It's just like...
Because that type of shit, we instantly break up because what the fuck? I'm not calling you fast money.
Yeah.
Nigga. Like, I'm not calling you.
Like, what?
I'm not, what did your mama name you? And I'm going to be honest, sometimes I'm not calling you that.
It always
because your mama was tripping.
It always seems disingenuous to me. Like, a lot of hoteps do that shit. Like,
what? Like, give a crazy name?
They give, like, a nickname. They don't use their real name.
Yeah.
And it's like...
I'm King Cootie.
Yeah. I'm Suta.
I'm the divine pharaoh.
Right. Meanwhile, that nigga's name is Carl.
Nigga name be like Winston.
Man.
It be so proper. And then the whole time you trying to be this ancient pharaoh from 3,000 fucking years ago. It'd be ridiculous.
Why you embarrassed by the name your parents gave you, dog?
You said what?
Like, why you embarrassed by the name your parents gave you, dog?
People be wanting, I will say, there's something to be said about people wanting to be a different person because I feel like that's maybe actually more normal emotion than not. But it's one of those things where it's like, you realize it's extremist in any avenue, in any arena. Because usually that feeling, you should take it and say, oh, I'm going to pivot and do this. Or I'm going to go take this cooking class. Now, I'm usually somebody who don't cook. Now I'm going to learn how to go cook. Or I'm somebody who, I don't know how to fix my own car. So I'm going to go take a little mechanics class. Or you're supposed to take that energy and use it to like better yourself and add on to yourself. And some people take it and they say, I'm actually going to be this completely fictional person I've just made up. And now I'm going to start moving in a crazy way that I want this fictional person to behave. And it's like, oh, that's an interesting way to take it.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. You know, I guess some people have their reasons, you know what I'm saying? I think I've seen like one name change that stood out to me and I was like, okay, it's kind of dope. This person, they changed their last name to Sweet Apple. And I was like, that's an interesting one right there. You know, it sounds like Sweet Apple. Like, all right, that sounds like, I don't know.
And you know,
very friendly last name.
I could probably hear that just in the wild and not think too much of it. But once I get to know somebody and I learn, oh, you changed your name to that, I'm going to think you childish as fuck.
Change your name to Sweet Apple?
I'm going to be like, right. So you picked that name.
You picked Sweet Apple.
You picked Sweet Apple. You picked sweet apple. I'm gonna think you're childish as fuck. I'm gonna instantly start watching out. Do they do some other childish ass shit that I just been?
I feel like you had to do like some type of obscure spelling to try to make people think like you always had it.
I had like this was my birth name. Like this is my family name.
Like SWII.
It's just pronounced like
it's pronounced sweet apple.
Sweet apple. I almost would be more mad at that because, bitch, you knew you was wrong. You knew you was wrong anyway for talking about sweet apple.
Right. Like a sweet apple.
Now you trying to play
apple,
mind games,
right? That's how I'll do it. I'll just do like some real obscure spelling so they think it's like it's the real deal. Like, oh no, it's like my name is from like a 600-year-old family, and it's like, no, I just came up with this shit like 2 weeks ago. Right.
And so yes, we're talking about Southwest High.
Yeah.
Starring Jalen Rose, the first ever Jalen in history.
Mm-hmm.
It does stream on Tubi Network, which is still free. You ate that,
still
Tubi.
Free.
You ate that. Still free. And they plan to remain free. And Jalen has, I wonder did he probably had to pay some of the production costs or something. Either way though, Jalen Rose has committed himself to this show. I do think he also partnered with Ty Hopkins to actually get the production done, and then the production company is called Same Page Entertainment. So Southwest High is a story of a high school set in, I guess, Southwest Detroit.
I think it's a real school.
I don't think so.
It's a real school.
Is it real?
Southwest, not Southwest.
Because I know Jalen went to Southwestern High School. Hold on.
Okay. He pulled one of those on us.
No, not his dad. I'm talking about Jalen Rose. High school, they talk about Jalen Rose Leadership Academy. No, baby, not the one he owned. Which one did he go to?
Southwest High School, Detroit. Yeah, there's no.
He went to Southwestern High School.
There's Southwestern, there's no real Southwest.
And there's no real Southwest. So you can assume it may be based a little bit on his high school experience, but it's the story about a high school. It's set in Southwest Detroit. And Jalen Rose's character, I know the name of his character, but do you know it?
Do you?
Do you?
You should say this.
Jalen Rose's character is an NBA player.
You don't know the name of the principal who of Southwest High School? You don't know his name?
Which is sad because I'm officially a student now. I've enrolled. Let me see. Jalen Rose, Southwest High. Character.
Because I know it.
What is it?
I'm waiting for you to sell the audience.
Oh, I was waiting on you. I was waiting on you. Nolan Thomas.
Yeah.
No, I should have remembered that because
I knew that.
Nolan, I should have remembered that because I watch Invincible too.
Nolan Thomas, I knew that.
So yeah, no, we didn't know the name, y'all. We forgot the name, but
he didn't know the name. I know his name was Nolan Thomas.
You did not, you lying bastard. You did not. Jalen Rose's character, Nolan Thomas, was an NBA player who has gone on to receive his. He didn't have no PhD, did he? Or did he get his master's degree?
I think I don't know.
He ended up, but he got his degree. We almost needed to do a rewatch before
He got his degree.
He got his degree after retiring from the NBA, and he said to himself, I want to go back to my high school, my alma mater, and I want to become the principal because I wanted to become a better school. You know, Southwest High at this point where he's taking over as principal has some of the highest suspension rates, detention rates, retention rates, meaning like kids are not passing or graduating. So he wanted to come in and change that whole up. Things get real mixy though when his daughter sees his decision to go there and says, I also want to attend as a student. And so then she pulls the okie doke and enrolls at Southwest High, and she falls in with the kids there. Yeah. And there is
first day
a little bit of a push and a pull. And it's the push of the existing school system and what everybody thinks of it and what the students think of themselves, what the teachers think of the students. And then there is that pull of him who is seeing what the school could be if you just sometimes pour in a little bit more. And value people differently and say, so instead of calling them students, he wants to call them scholars. And things of that
Yeah.
nature. So
I respect it.
it's almost like Tubi Degrassi.
Yeah, Tubi Degrassi. And I'm so glad
/ meets Lean on Me.
meets Lean on Me. Speaking of Lean on Me, I'm so glad they didn't take the full-blown Lean on Me approach. Like, I don't know if you ever seen Lean on Me. In the beginning, it's like the school is like fucking Arkham Asylum, bro.
Oh.
Like, I swear to God,
Not
like, dog, niggas selling drugs in the middle of the fucking school. This one teacher's getting the shit beat out of him, bro. Like, they're just bashing his head off the fucking floor and shit. Niggas getting stuffed in lockers. There's graffiti in the fucking teacher's lounge. Like
who came in here and did this?
Bro, they show the janitor. This nigga's uniform the janitor's uniform is dirty. Like, how? How are you this dirty, bro? Everything is dirty. The school is a fucking hellhole, and I'm just like, okay, no bad school is actually like this.
Right.
No one's this far gone.
No,
Like,
we shut it down. The state would be like, no. Especially
Absolutely
because
not.
they always depict a public school like that, and I'd be like, do you fucking think? The state already don't want to fund the damn school. You think they'd get to that point of depravity in this motherfucker and they'd still be shelling out money to keep it open?
Hell
Shit.
fucking nah. So, yeah. But, it's Degrassi meets Lean on Me.
Degrassi meets Lean on Me. And
I
so
know I can
me
make
and
it through.
Huh?
Yeah. I would say I know I can make it through.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
I can see, hey, I know I can make it through.
Did they ever do a switch up? No, they didn't.
I do think at times they switched up like the singer of it.
They might,
because sometimes it would sound a little bit different to me.
Because I remember when on A Different World when they switched up the singer, they was like, all right, we got to make this like hit for it. And then it was just like all right, like I get it, like y'all try to do y'all New Jack Swing shit, but like
I don't think it's ever good when a TV show switch up a theme song ever, especially once it's become popular. Like I think once you catch on, you almost are kind of bound because it don't make no sense to. It don't make no sense. Like, it made me think about when we had this amazing theme song to Power by Joe. Joe did an amazing job.
And he brought in Trey Songz.
And then he brings in fucking Trey Songz to re-record. They had the theme song changed back by next episode.
Yes.
Literally, they was on his ass.
Like, what the fuck is this, Fifth?
They was like, oh, 50, you got me fucked up.
What is this? No, because I was with him. I'm like, what the hell, bro? Like,
my thing becomes the show already popular, so you can't like whatever's going on with this show right now. We like it. Like I like the theme song. I like the characters.
If you was gonna do that, you should have did it every season. So it was like, okay, so right, thing. Like The Wire.
Right. Oh, The Wire changed the theme song every season.
It's the same song but different singers every season.
Oh, okay.
Ironically, my favorite one was from the season. No, it's not. That's when they did the Blind Boys Alabama on season 2. Season 2 is the worst season. You can totally fucking skip it.
They be saying that though because don't it kind of change perspective to like a whole different?
It's a whole they go to like a whole different criminal organization, if you will, and they're like, okay, no, people like really like the street shit.
Okay.
So I went back to that
because the price of the brick is going up.
Right.
I don't know the show, but through clips.
My name is my name. But yeah. By the way, one of my favorite villains from that shit, Marlo. Telling you, bro, like that nigga
really
was,
good.
Yeah,
I know my grandfather used to, may he rest in peace. He loved The Wire.
Yeah.
Now, should he have probably been watching that with me? No. But he loved The Wire. And I remember the one episode he showed me, he was almost excited to show it to me. Talk about, this is why you got to just be careful in school. You got to watch your back. And it was basically like, this girl had on a little watch. So she in the classroom. And as she's writing, it's reflecting off the sun. The light is getting in this other girl face in the classroom.
Yeah.
The light hit the girl face maybe 3 times. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Bam. She gets up with a switchblade. Woo! Cut the girl. They fighting.
Crazy.
I said, oh. He's talking about this is why you got to be careful at school. Mind you,
it be some crazy motherfuckers,
I was
bro.
maybe like, I'm trying to think. Mind you, because my grandmother was still alive. No. Maybe she was not when I was watching that Wire episode. So then, mind you, Connor couldn't have been no older than 8. He was like, "That's why you gotta watch out in school, because somebody may cut me."
Nah, but like really though, I went to school. The girl got her face slashed, bro.
And when?
This is like 10th grade.
But see, y'all are in high school.
Yeah, we're in high school.
And I do feel like, okay, high school do become kind of a now. Hey, but now by the time I got to high school, he had passed, unfortunately. But that is, I think, when I would have maybe taken the message a little bit to heart because high school people ain't grown necessarily, but they playing with that grown boundary.
Yeah.
And I can see something like that possibly happening. When I was 8 years old, no, I don't think nobody was about to cut me. Yeah. Down at the school.
Crazy. Yeah, no, for real.
So I was just like, he had put the fear of God in me, and I was like,
I'm just under my
somebody really do that, right? Like, if somebody really, that was like the last week I wore watch to school. I said, let me take all this shit off.
Right? Take this shit off, nigga.
And so, similar to The Wire, though, there were those moments in Southwest High where things got a little serious, things got a little dicey.
Very.
Fights was breaking out, guns were brought to the school.
That one time, I remember that.
People's sex tapes was being passed around.
Oh, God.
And not one time during the season did we call the police.
You know? And that's really how it be.
Yes. So, what we are doing here today, y'all, our first time ever, bear with us, we're rating this lovely, lovely show. Now, we're going to have a little bit of a different criteria this episode. Usually, it's formed around kind of a restaurant bar type of thing, but this time, it's formed around this show. We're going to go blow by blow, starting with the acting.
The acting? I thought so we're not going through the episode. Never mind. We don't.
The only reason I didn't want to go through the episodes is because I don't want to get sued, because honestly, they need people to go watch.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. They need people to watch.
They need people to watch. Like, y'all go watch Southwest High on Tubi. We're going to discuss it with you on our Instagram. Please, like, Hungry Like the Wolves on Instagram. We're going to discuss it with you. Go watch the show and come get in our comments when this episode is posted, because we want to talk about it, because we're fans. Well, I'm a fan. Am I speaking for you too when I say?
No, I fuck with it.
Hey, we're gonna be back for our second semester at Southwest High.
Ty, Jalen, please listen. You don't even have to give me the Southwest hoodie for free, all right? Oh. But I really want a Southwest hoodie.
But you can.
But you can.
You don't have to. But we would love, because we're gonna be tagging Sam Page Entertainment, Ty Mopkins, Jalen Rose. We tagging all you motherfuckers.
I was gonna wear a hoodie here. I would have wore it today. Just saying.
Would you go put Southwest on it?
I was gonna wear the Southwest if they.
Oh, hello,
if it was available,
hello.
I was gonna wear that
If they
shit.
was available, baby, we was getting merch. We was ready for y'all asses.
Listen,
so please, go watch Southwest High, y'all. Please go watch Southwest High and tell them that the Wolves sent y'all to go watch Southwest High so that we can all get free merch and we can all talk about this show.
We need season 2.
And so we're gonna go through it though. The acting, my friend. What did you think of the acting of the series?
So
after we just asked for merch.
After we just asked for merch.
After we just asked for free merch.
So the acting. Varying levels of talent there.
That's one way to put it.
Varying levels of talent. You know. It was okay. So I ain't gonna hold you. Okay, I can't sugarcoat it. Southwest is one of those shows. It's like the acting's like bad, but at the same time, it's like it's entertaining. It's funny. It's kind of funny.
Literally
for me.
Literally, like it is one because I'm somebody like I've struggled my whole life, and you know everybody always call me bougie, whatever. I've struggled my whole life to watch independent film, and you know in Detroit it's actually like a big thing. You know, motherfuckers watch Buffed Up. They watch all that type of shit. And I used to be, I remember I would be in the basement with my cousins, and then my cousin's uncle would want to put on like Buffed Up and shit like that. And I would be like, let me find my way to exit.
Man.
Because I would be watching, and like the minute that I see some shit low budget, I'm out of it.
There was one Detroit show. I think they just put it like straight on YouTube. What was it called? I think it was called Mayhem.
Okay.
I never watched it, but I've always wanted to check it out. But it was like Detroit's own version of The Wire, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, it was called Mayhem. I had to check it out one day.
We may have to check it out and review it, but
yeah,
I know for stuff like this, usually I'd be so tuned out because the acting be atrocious.
But it's always entertaining, I feel like, in its own way.
And you know what? Sometimes,
like the Dipset movie. Ever watch that?
Dipset.
Dipset has a movie. There's a Dipset movie.
Like Jim Jones in there?
Yes. I don't think Jim Jones is in it. But Cameron's in it. Joel Santana's in it.
Okay.
They got Hell Rail in it. Hell Rail. It's okay. Listen, it's totally understandable that you don't know who the fuck Hell Rail is. Right? But he's like an early Dipset member.
I'm hollering.
But yeah, there is a
They have a
Dipset
movie.
movie, and it is. It's honestly, it's like it's so bad that it's like I genuinely wonder if it's like a money laundering scheme. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They wanted to put this shit on taxes. They wanted to write this shit off.
Listen, all right, it's dead ass.
He said it was so bad. I wondered were y'all actually doing crimes.
Dog. No, because there's in the beginning scene, like there's a viral moment. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen it where like the dude gets hit in the back of the head with a bottle.
Connor, you know I've seen it because you sent it to me.
Like,
probably no less than 1,000 times.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Y'all should see the situations in which Connor uses that meme. Sometimes I'll be like, the reaction has lost its meaning because at this point, you crack somebody over the head with a bottle. If they got your McDonald's order wrong.
It's one of my favorites next to the Denzel meme. That is goated.
Connor loves the Denzel from Training Day. I'm not going to even call it a meme because you are the first person I've ever seen cut that shit together to send out as a reaction.
That one, and you better lawyer up, asshole. I haven't used that one in a long time.
You better lawyer up. Yeah, asshole. That was Mark from RDC. I'd be loving that one too.
You better lawyer
up, asshole. So yes, that acting is colorful to say the least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some of my best re-impersonations. Jalen Rose finds out that his daughter may have died from a drug overdose. No.
He's like, oh my god, what's happening? It's like, listen, for one, like, who the fuck are these paramedics? Because like they're just at the gym. They're like, he's gone.
Who the fuck? No, facts. Like the school got y'all got carpet on this floor, but y'all can afford on-call paramedics.
This girl passed out 5 minutes ago. Y'all ain't got no fucking Narcan.
Okay.
Y'all ain't about to
what
call
is
ambulance.
happening
It's
here?
like, she's gone.
She's gone.
Then nigga Jalen goes,
no!
I'm like,
then he finds out the drugs that's being passed around. A perk.
No, first off, he finds out it's not his daughter. I think his daughter walks in the gym. He's like, oh, thank God. And then he just walks out the room. He just walks out the gym. He just walks out the gym.
Like you still got a girl laying there dead.
Nigga, one of your students is dead, bro.
One of your students is dead. Yeah, the acting is colorful.
The writing's colorful.
The writing is colorful as well. And that's where we'll get to the writing, but that acting, I just have to say, like, it go from worse to worse, sir. I do kind of like Jalen Rose's daughter, the girl who played Jalen Rose's daughter. I want to say her name is Brooklyn Queen. But she... I feel like I followed her on Instagram. It's Brooklyn something.
Okay.
Brooklyn, you did your motherfucking thing. I feel like even sometimes I still feel like, girl, we can work a little bit more on the authenticity of it all. I think she is the closest one to understanding what acting is supposed to be, which is I'm supposed to be responding to this as if I would respond to it in real life.
Exactly.
And she gets that. Who gets it the least? Jalen.
Jalen does shit. I'm just like, Jalen, like, you've been a human.
Please still give us the free merch. This is constructive criticism.
We still want the free
you.
merch, but like, we want the free merch or just the merch period. But like, you've been a human being your whole life.
Come on. Come on.
Like, this is not how you react to these situations.
You have children. How would you react if you went in that gym and thought that your daughter was dead? You have a daughter.
You're the principal. You can't just leave the room.
When he got up, he thought she was dead. And he smacked his leg like, oh fuck! Like,
shoot!
Like Jalen.
Darn it!
This is how you would act. You have a daughter. This is how you would act if you thought that your daughter was laid out here on this gym floor.
Yeah.
Even with the drug thing, a perk. I was like, is that really what you would say? That's how you would react.
A perk. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
No, like you Jalen gets it the least. I do think, you know what's crazy? I actually do think Don from Black Ink Crew, who plays the security guard, I actually don't think he did a bad job.
And was he a security guard?
He played the security guard.
I thought it was a teacher or something like that.
No, the guy who the one he was talking to, where he was basically telling him like, I'm thinking about getting rid of y'all uniforms and stuff like that. And then he was like, no, you can't do that. And then he was like, where do your kids go? And he told him his kids went somewhere else. And he was like, why? He's like, because it's safer. and he the damn security guard of the motherfucking school. Him, that guy.
Yeah. Okay.
That he was on Black Ink Crew.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Don. He was on Black Ink Crew Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think he did a good job. And it's funny because on Black Ink Chicago, you kind of see him start his journey of like doing these kind of independent films.
Yeah.
And I was happy to see him here because it's like you see him work for that. Mm-hmm. The same way with Tawanda Braxton. Mm-hmm. Toni Braxton's sister is in the show. Mm-hmm. I don't think she do terrible.
I think she did pretty decent.
I just think sometimes she loses the realism a little bit on some like, not even on the shit, because Jalen is the worst. Like I said, Jalen is the worst. Jalen, I'm like, do they have cue cards up behind this fucking camera? But Tawanda, to me, sometimes she get too into the scene. Yeah. And I'll be like, baby, pull it back. Pull it back.
Yeah, that's the thing. Definitely feel like Jalen needs to react like a real person sometimes. And okay, we're on the acting. We're on the acting for right now. But okay. But yeah, sometimes Jalen is like, the other actors are pretty decent though. I feel like everyone else.
They don't do the worst job. I don't feel like they honestly feature the teens enough for me to really judge them like that. I do like that Blade Icewood's son is in the show because I just love these little parts of Detroit that pop in and out. I thought they had some pretty great guests: Skilla Baby, Sada Baby, all the Detroit babies.
Yeah, we're in there.
They had Sister Girl from the News, Marielle. So she was doing it for you. She was doing it for you. They had her on there, which I thought that was a good appearance too. Like getting somebody from the damn news. Yeah, that's pretty good. You would expect more guests, just considering like Jalen Rose is Jalen Rose. It's like, you would think it would be a little bit more cameos, but it was their first season.
Season 1.
Yes, because I was like, damn, no Cash Doll.
Right. We'll get Icewear Vessel next season.
Okay, nothing. But the acting, I just think, like you said, there's varying levels of talent. At best, I will say, some of them understand how to read a script and how to kind of react somewhat genuinely. Then it's a whole other end of the spectrum where it's like, some of y'all, this y'all dream, but y'all low-key need to go get a day job. And that's just being respectful. I think it's that. And I think they can work on that, though. That's the beautiful thing about acting. It is a craft, and you can work at it. Yeah. And you may not be innately talented at it, but you can take a class.
You can take a class. You can work on it. You can get better.
That plot.
Is this count as writing?
Plot, the writing, the story, yes.
So speaking of the whole perk situation. Yeah. When this girl's mom comes to the school.
Oh, gosh.
You know what she says, like, at the end of this conversation?
And he's thinking about the girl who overdoses on the park.
You know what this girl's mom says?
What's she say?
You're such a good principal. Southwest High is so lucky to have you. And this, and that.
It's not your fault. Principal Nolan.
Does that... serious note. You're such a good principal. Southwest High, so look at it. Does that sound like something a parent whose child just died in their school would say?
Let's take all that off the table. Is that something somebody would say to a motherfucker on their first day?
On their first day?
First of all, not only is it his first day, school just started. That little girl died in the damn assembly.
Fucking third period.
That girl died. They was assembling in the motherfucking gym. Dog. It was a crowd in the gym. Meaning we ain't even really got to our first period yet of class. You don't know what kind of fucking principal this motherfucker is.
Dog.
Oh, thank you for trying to do something. He ain't did shit.
Shorty died before the pep rally, bro.
She ain't get to see no pom-poms. She ain't get to see the players run through the gym, get introduced. She didn't see shit. She overdosed on the park that morning.
Hey, that is fucking sad.
The morning of his first day. And you talking about, oh, you such a good principal. You don't know that. And your daughter just died.
It would have been worth reviving her just for her to just to keep this girl on the show. I ain't gonna lie. Cause goddamn, if you fuck up this bad day one before your first class of high school
before your first class of high school ever. First of all, I thought it was sad, but it's also one of those sad realities. Cause when Euphoria had first came out, I said it ain't no way these kids is in high school like this. Bitch, they is in high school like this. The kids is on heavy drugs. High school.
Crazy.
I will say this: the most like drugs ever in high school. Okay, I did used to actually pop maybe like 3-4 Benadryl sometimes just to be in that like because it all low key it's an antihistamine so it'll make you like drowsy. You pop about 3-4 of them bitches, baby. You on cloud 9. You're sailing. I would be cruising through the day. That and then maybe like an edible or something. But then I don't went to school. That is the most.
At the most, smoking a little weed. At the most.
At the most.
And that's because everybody else is doing it.
A Percocet? I didn't even know what no Percocet. I didn't even know what no Percocet was when I was
like I ain't gonna hold you. Like in high school, it's like when I transferred to West Bloomfield with the white kids. I see one rich kid, bro. He's doing coke. He does coke on a regular basis, right?
You seeing him do it in school?
Not in school,
but
he does.
But
coke.
he's doing coke. He do coke, right?
And it's just like that's like the worst of it. Which I mean, coke
which is
like,
pretty bad.
That's real drugs. That's real drugs.
which is
real drugs. But at the same time, I'm like, it wasn't like everyone was doing real drugs like this all the time, bro.
Right, but I ain't gonna lie, coke in high school is crazy.
That's a rich kid like
that's crazy.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
That's some Gossip Girl shit.
How you got coke money in high school, bro? You got coke money in 11th grade?
And I know you ain't doing no cheap coke because your ass ain't dead.
That's a wild habit, bro. That's a wild habit to have.
How do you pick it up?
At 17, you're on coke.
How do you pick it up? It just wouldn't have been no way. First of all, I also be so curious. How do coke really make you react? Because I just feel like there was no way I would have been coke high and my mama wouldn't have been like, what the fuck wrong with you right now?
I have to do my homework and I did this and that.
I'm constantly.
I feel amazing right now.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
My mama would have been like, "What the fuck going on with you right now?
I can knock the dishes. I'll cook dinner. I'll wash the dishes again.
I cook dinner. I watch this. I cook dinner. I watch this. No, for real, I could not have just been coked up out of my mind like that. And my mama just would have been like, "Oh, I'm glad you're having a good day, sweetie."
All right.
No, my mama would have paused the day. What the fuck going on with you? And I need an answer that makes sense.
I ain't about to say why, but if I did that shit, folks would have fucking noticed, and they would have been like, "He was a high motherfucker right now."
You dog, say it like that. Because even when I started kind of drinking, and I was underage, I remember one time I was drinking. We weren't really supposed to be drinking. We were supposed to be maybe I think going to movies, but we ended up going to my friend's house, and then he had some liquor at the house or whatever. I came home a little drunk, and I mean when I say probably tipsy at most, like I was not super serious, and I didn't used to take nothing but maybe like one drink to get me drunk. I'm like tipsy, and I walked in the house. I'm like, "Hey Dad, I'm trying to be quick about the shit." He said, "Well, you buzzing, cousin?"
Real quick.
He said, "Oh, wait a
minute." What did you have?
I think it was like some type of vodka.
See, that's good though.
It was some type of like vodka. It was like my first drink, like my first time for real. You know, my dad would have fish fries, and so I would sneak little things here and there. But that was like my first time for real drinking. Like I'm sitting down and I'm making multiple drinks.
You know, yeah. I feel like like growing up, like there will be occasions, rare occasions, where like Deuce let me have like a sip of beer, like a Heineken.
Nasty as fuck.
I ain't gonna lie.
Would it be good?
The Heinekens back then, they were putting something different in them. It was something different. It's a different recipe. Because back then, I'm like, I get a Heineken now, I'm like, this tastes nothing like my first Heineken.
His people doing Bud Lights, and I used to think, I was like, y'all are drinking piss. Like,
this Heineken, listen.
Piss water.
This
is disgusting.
This Heineken was complex.
It was good.
All right.
So it had a build of subtle flavors.
Listen, this motherfucker
there was
complex,
notes of Scotchwood.
I'm telling you. They had a chemist on that motherfucker.
Okay.
All right? They was doing their work.
So they was at that brewery working.
Dog. I'm like, this is delicious. Holy fuck.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Okay, so it would taste good.
It was straight, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know.
That was, for me, the beer was like a deterrent. They would let me have some of that beer, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't want to be drinking. If this is drinking, oh nah.
My pops caught himself trying to do that like on New Year's, you know what I'm saying? Because they love to have champagne on New Year's. And
champagne sometimes do be fucking nasty.
I ain't gonna lie. A few times they got me zooted. it used to get me zooming sometime, right? But one year he bought this dry ass red wine. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Right? He's like, it's dry, so it's not very sweet, right? My ass, I'm like, oh, let's just add sugar to it.
Thought you was gonna Kool-Aid the wine.
That's a Kool-Aid the wine.
You was gonna Kool-Aid the wine. Oh, okay. It ain't sweet. We can solve that.
We saw that right now. There's solution right in the counter, dog.
We can solve that right now. Whole time it probably would have made it 10 times fucking nastier.
Man. But yeah, my first drink, like socially, out with the homies and shit, which thank God I survived, was a Four Loko.
I know. I ain't getting into the Four Locos till college.
I had a Four Loko in the 11th grade. Four Loko.
That's why you short.
Said that stopped everything.
Stopped everything.
Everything right there. Boom. Four Loko, that's like the benchmark. It's like, oh, you had your phone? All right.
Man, it was cracking them.
Said, stop growing. Hey, yo, this nigga's a lost cause.
It's done.
Stop.
Your body probably was screaming at you. What are you doing? What's happening?
What's this battery acid?
But these are the kind of themes that they talk about in Southwest High too. It's like, being youth and experimenting. There's teenage pregnancy, before you are ready to graduate. There is inappropriate relationships. There is, again, like I said, someone's sensitive content being shared that they sent to their significant other. So there's a lot of different things here. I give a plot where I'm giving the acting like very little. I'm giving the plot a lot. Because the plot is why I'm low-key like locked in a little bit. Because it's like, ain't no lie though, y'all kind of put this story together. Like, this school had these issues, and they're very believable issues that you see for real, like issues that you see for real in the public school system. Like, yes, there is. Now, I hope it ain't too much of girls getting pregnant by their teachers, but it's a lot of just kids are doing drugs nowadays. Kids are. I mean, you talk about fighting. It's the badification. It's the Zeus networks, the Now That's TV, all of that. Like, kids level. Be violent as fuck.
It's next level though, bro. Bro, I think like a year ago, some kid hopped on the fucking school bus and like shot at a kid. Like, hop on that skip away from the crib.
Stuff like that. Them kids that attacked that pregnant woman, like not too long ago, like kids around, I just feel like they view different content. Because don't get me wrong, I was that kid, middle school, watching Bad Girls Club. Bad Girls Club never really made me necessarily want to fight. So it's hard for me to compare. Because, like, I never watched it and was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to school and I'm going to bust a bitch in the mouth. No.
That's the thing, though.
This baddie stuff, though, I don't know why, but, like, this new generation just feel like they got to fight if you look at them crap. Like,
part of it, I feel like it's hard to moderate what kids are watching once they reach a certain age. It's hard to moderate.
It takes a lot of work. You know my niece, and you know how childlike she still is, and that has taken tremendous effort on my part. Of like, no, you can only use the kid version of this. You can only use the kid version of that. You cannot watch this. Like she usually does. She doesn't just watch TV unattended. No, sweetie.
Dog, my nephew's a fucking Chiracologist. He knows all this shit. And I'm just he'll come and tell me all this shit about King Von and all these other people, and I'm just like, I know who these people are. Why do you?
Right. You should not know who that is at all. That should not even be nobody that can maybe even kind of try to be.
And the thing is, bro, I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of crazy. Oh my gosh. Because they're about to get into another topic. I was talking about that shit. Let me stop.
It's okay. We'll come back to it.
Yeah.
So plot, structure. What do you give their structure? Because their plot and their story, their writing, I think I like. Structure of how they executed that plot and the story and that writing. I'm gonna be honest, not too bad.
I don't think it was too bad at all. Again, a lot of times it's just certain shit where like we need Jalen to show the fuck up or some shit. Because that little cliffhanger at the end.
Oh yeah. You you just walk out. Another walkout. Another walkout. Oh wow. You just walk out.
He gives him that one look, and it's just like,
okay, he's done here. His work is done here.
Like, you know what you just found out.
Yes,
This
And
is
I
your
will
reaction?
say something that I did notice with the structure. This is a little Tyler Perry-ish that they had going on. I would sometimes feel like regular conversation, people are repeating things, which I don't think usually happens too much in regular speech. I know sometimes I can maybe have a habit of like repeating stuff, but it's usually for dramatic effect and comedy. Like, and when I say, and then Connor, I got to the motherfucking register. Do you know these bitches told me it was $30? $30?
Yeah.
$30? Like, I'm gonna
Goddamn.
repeat
Yeah.
that. But it ain't no way I'm about to be talking to you and I'm about to be like, well, you know what? I just can't believe this shit happened. And then you say something and I say, yeah, I just can't believe this shit happened. It's
Yeah.
like
They freestyling that shit.
okay, like
They say, just be natural. Just go up there, be natural, right? This is what happened. Deliver the lines like you need to. This is
okay. And he was like, and so I just think sometimes we did have some scenes that was Tyler Perry-ish in that way where it was like, y'all are repeating dialogue. Like y'all are saying the same thing 5 times just to then get to the end of like, well, this is what the conversation is supposed to come. Like, well, this was supposed to come in the conversation. And yeah, that was pissing me off. But I feel like for them to be the first season,
It's the first season.
this is I'm gonna assume a new production company. I don't think, well, unless Tom Hopkins has always had it, and so Jalen is just getting it. I don't know how it's
I
working.
think that it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Structure was cool. I think that honestly, it's pretty good pacing. I felt like.
I think it was only 5 episodes. For them to have 5 episodes, I really do feel like I got to see a good plethora of storylines. I got to see all of the characters at one point have a little moment to shine. It was really good.
And we set some shit up for the following season.
And it set some shit up for the following season. So I don't think the structure was half bad. Their budget, what you think? I feel like scene wise, amazing.
For Tubi, pretty good.
The set, that I think the budget was great. Like
I thought it was pretty good. Yeah,
everybody got a home, everybody got a house. The school is the school. They can walk all around the school.
Yep.
I thought they did an amazing job, actually.
Yeah.
Budget wise, I think the camera quality crisp,
very
clear. And that's why the actor really threw me the fuck off, because I was like, how do y'all spend so much money on the front end and then on the back end, y'all not even doing like acting classes or even improv classes at this point? I need y'all to learn the art of performance.
At least Brooklyn did. Brooklyn was on her shit.
Oh yeah, Brooklyn. Like I'm saying, Brooklyn, you did your thing. Like you understood. Like I said,
a few of them did. I feel like
I said, the security Don. I
feel
don't
like
think
Blade
Tawana
Icewood's song
did
was
too
pretty
bad.
good.
Who?
Blade Icewood's song were pretty good.
Blade Icewood.
I mean, he didn't get like a whole bunch of screen time.
Yeah, Blade Icewood. I do think for what he did do, he did good.
He did good.
He did good for sure. So the budget, honestly, I think was spot on. I think they had a budget. You could tell they had a budget. Rewatchability. I'm gonna have to give that a full like, y'all did your thing, because I'm coming back for next season.
It's a good fun watch. I feel
it's a good fun watch. Like I was happy with it.
Want to watch Southwest? Southwest. Want to watch that shit?
Southwest.
Hell yeah!
And because that was the other thing, they have some catchy moments. It's some stuff that stay with you. Like I fuck with it, and I will be back. I am a student of Southwest High. I'll be back for my sophomore year next season. So Jalen Rose, Ty Hopkins, Same Page Entertainment, hit us up.
Yeah.
Because we would love to do official content. We would actually love Ty Hopkins, Same Page Entertainment, Jalen Rose, Tubi. We would love to be your after show host.
Absolutely.
For next season.
Absolutely.
So the next 5 episodes, y'all hit us up. I hope it's 8 next season. I hope we kind of bump it up.
Indeed.
And we want to do your official after show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
So Connor, what are you officially rating Southwest?
Southwest. That is a tough one.
Okay.
All in all, for what it is, it gets a how. Just a quick. It gets a how.
It gets a how.
It's a how.
It gets a how for me too.
It's a fun watch.
Yes.
You didn't howl though.
Oh.
All right. It's a fun. It's a fun watch.
Yes.
It's a fun watch. Fun characters.
Yes.
It's like good little fast food. Not quite fast food, but kind of fast food. Where it's like
it's fast food.
It's fast food.
It's good fast food though. It's like
fast
fresh fast food.
This is like Checkers. You know what I'm saying? This is like Checkers on like
Cause you know what?
At like 2
You
p.m.
know
on a
what Checkers
Saturday.
had that I used to fucking devour?
Mm.
That's why I'm fat now, y'all. But Checkers used to have these fully loaded fries.
I
That would
remember
be
them
like the
bitches.
fries with like sour cream,
Mm-hmm.
bacon bits, all just fully loaded up.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, let me get 3 fully
I
loaded
used to
fries,
fuck
and I
them
would
bitches
tear
up
them
too.
bitches the fuck up.
I was right there with you, sir.
Okay. But yeah, it's good fast food.
Good fast food, entertaining to watch, real fun to watch. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
I
Worth checking
have
out.
to absolutely agree. I think that it had a good plot.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost like Black Lightning for me,
Mm-hmm.
where I was like, you know what, I can appreciate what you was going for.
Mm-hmm. This is fun.
Black Lightning was fucking terrible to me. Like actor wise,
Yeah.
Black Lightning was fucking atrocious to me sometimes, just in the delivery and the execution of how stuff was going. But I appreciated what you was trying to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing here with Southwest High. Y'all are on your first season. Y'all are on Tubi. No offense to Tubi, because I like Tubi, but I'm just saying it's a platform that is. I don't even know if I want to say newer. I feel like Tubi's been around for a while,
Tubi's been around.
it's
for a
free.
while.
It's just getting its shine.
Tubi has a reputation.
Yes, Tubi has a reputation, and for it to be a Tubi original, for it to have only been 5 episodes, for it to be your first season, and Jalen Rose is, if I'm correct, first acting role. A lot of these characters, first acting role, first big role.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sorry. Y'all did great.
Did amazing.
Y'all did great.
Amazing.
I had to give y'all that howl because aside from the acting, everything else is on point.
Yeah.
Great story, like you said. Great characters to follow. It's fun. It's funny. Like the Southwest, and then at the end where they did the little talent show, I was cracking up. Like I loved it.
Yeah.
So yep, you get a house, Southwest High. Woo.
Yeah.
And again,
Shit was lit.
we would love to host the official after show.
Can I just get a hoodie?
Listen,
Seriously.
if you could just make the merch available, you make us happy.
Duh.
But we'd be happiest
Yeah.
if we can come through and host that after show.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay?
We'll
And we'll
fucking
discuss
body.
the episode with y'all cast. All right?
Go fucking body that shit.
We will buy what? Because I'm gonna have the questions.
Yeah.
Now, why the fuck?
Now why you do that shit?
Why did you do that? Why y'all ain't called the police when that girl news was leaked? What's going on here?
Now why did you just walk out the gymnasium like that?
When she No, for real though, because we could also do a pre-show where we interview the cast and we catch up on season 1. But these just ideas I'm throwing out there. I'm just saying. All right.
Yeah.
Now we're moving on to my favorite segment.
Yeah.
Grab your popcorn.
Grab it.
It's been a slow news week in my mind.
Yeah.
You know, the kind of news I like. You know, I love celebrity gossip. I don't feel like we've heard a lot from the elite of Hollywood.
Not
so
a whole lot.
we're going to have to bring it back down to earth.
Not a lot
this
except
episode.
for, D Forvit, but
Oh, yeah, that case just keeps getting...
it gets worse and worse.
Worse and worse, sadder and sadder.
Oh my God. Can we talk about that real quick?
The case? Sure.
All right. So turns
We
out
got time.
we got time.
Our episodes are longer, guys.
Yep.
Listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. Podbean, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the works.
All of it. So D Forvit, turns out he was bringing this girl around his family. Like his family saw her in her 12 and 13-year-old, 14-year-old form. And we're like, okay. His producer knew about it. His producer's like, hey, are you still talking to the minor girl? By the way, one of the producers allegedly, Benny Blanco, Selena Gomez's
her husband.
Allegedly, I'm not sure if that was his voice, but there was a producer that he was at a party with who was like, "Are you still dating the minor girl?" So it's like, motherfuckers knew. Motherfuckers knew.
You know what? Money really the root of all evil because it make people so complicit.
Man.
Because not even in the sense, because first of all, his friends definitely knew because she would be on stream with them. So his friends definitely knew. Y'all not saying shit because he actually paying y'all way. He's the one that made. I did not realize, first of all, that he did music. I didn't know. I thought he was a streamer. And so when they said that he did that song on Invincible, kind of blew my mind because I've had that on my playlist
He got that
for years.
He got it on Invincible. I think he got something on Into the Spider-Verse. I think he does.
Oh, I'm gonna have to actually really go through my playlist and see do I got more stuff from him.
Yeah. He got that. But yeah, he was a streamer turned singer. Because I guess he started just doing music on streams, whatever. But yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, the music was kind of good,
And it makes sense how he met her because he was a streamer.
I hate to say that the music was good.
Yeah,
like
I heard it. I heard it. He has a fucking ear.
I'm annoyed.
He has a really good ear
because he's a terrible person though. Terrible person. So his friends knew, so they paying away. Then you have people like Benny Block, or allegedly
Benny Blanco,
or
we don't even know
whoever
really
the
him.
producer was.
It really might not have been him.
If it was a producer, though, you have someone who probably is not necessarily financially dependent on this guy, but because you are making money too, and you also in allegiance, and you may do business with him, it's just kind of like, oh, you still dating the money girl? Like it's just nothing. No, you should have been calling the police. You should have been like, because honestly, I'd probably been asking too, because I'd have had my wire on. I said, you still dating the minor?
He took her to fucking Texas to meet his family in Texas, bro. Even in the videos, I guess like the girls he's having in the music videos with him, like they're based on her. But like obviously older, because,
right.
She's fucking a child,
she's
prepubescent child.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, he met her when she was 11. Here's the thing: turns out the parents cut contact. They took her phone away from her. And then he went to the school and paid a kid $1,000 to give her a phone.
How was that simpler than just getting a phone? Like how? What made him go to the school and pay somebody to give her the phone versus just going to like AT&T and getting her a phone? Like, you know what I'm saying?
He bought a phone, took it to a kid to school, and said, "Give this phone to her."
Oh, paid the kid. Wow, why $1,000? Just to hand her the damn phone?
I don't know.
He could have called her to say, "Get here this phone."
I mean, he's a top tier dumbass, so I'm not putting shit past him. Because there's so much shit going on. Like, bro, this nigga was fucked. All right. So, like, for one, so I'm pretty sure she's in middle school at this point. He's
12, 13, yeah.
She's in middle school. So the other kids are blackmailing him. Right? For one, everyone's on stream. They see the fucking girl. They see her.
Right.
Kids are blackmailing him. I'm not sure if he's paying the family or not. I don't know what's going on there.
I would assume he helps them out. At the very least.
But here's the thing. And here's what I think happened. Because, again, they started falling out because she's, like, disgusting as fuck, right? She's saying all they do is and hang out. Right?
Okay.
And she wanted more. She's tired of being this, and that, whatever.
Which often happens. Because what happens is you get these little young girls thinking you go mold them, and then they actually end up growing up and maturing and being like, ew.
Yeah. But not even just that. She wanted more with this nigga, but at the same time, David's getting famouser and more famous, right? And it's like
you getting songs, but
David is starting to realize, David's starting to kind of like girls his own age. That's what I'm thinking. He's starting to want to fuck with older women, but it's like,
or he's realizing that he's moving in a direction where he's gonna have to do that to avoid.
I mean,
trouble.
true, that too. But at the same time, I'm thinking what I think it was. I'm thinking like he's seeing shorties his own age. Because that's part of the thing. She like he was fucking with other girls.
Okay.
He was fucking around with other girls. And I'm just like, he's probably wanting to fuck with other girls his own age and shit. But now it's like you are so deep in with this child, nigga.
Right. Because I guess my thing is, if you was somebody who wanted to mess with girls your own age, you would have just been on that from the beginning. To mess with. So this is my thing. How old is he?
This nigga's like 21 now.
Okay. For you to be 21 and seek out a middle schooler, I'm sorry, you're sick. And I'm not gonna say he maybe wasn't messing with other girls his own age, but I don't think that was necessarily the objective as much as he was just a dog. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality is something was wrong with you.
He strikes me as a very strange individual. I can see where he's a very strange individual. He's doing his streaming. She's probably watching his streams. He finds out about his fans, interacting with fans, whatever. One thing leads to another. But again, I think, he's starting to get more and more famous. And he's like, again, he's so deep in this fucking mess of a situation he created that, like, you can't just get rid of this shit. Right? Like, you got kids blackmailing you, bro. You got it's a ticking time bomb at this point, bro. Because there are so many people who got dirt on you.
Right.
So many people.
Right.
And, yeah. And that's what one thing led to another. She gets to his house, pokes her up. Like, I think he was talking to Kayla about it. She's saying like he was there for like she was there for like 20 minutes. Then he poked her up, gone. Right. It's buys a kiddie pool.
And he got a chainsaw, right?
Chainsaw, shovel. Get some scent delivered through fucking Postmates. Amazon delivered using a fake name and shit, but gets it all sent to his house. Dismembers of the girl.
Using a fake name to send it to your real address.
Dumbass. That's my thing. So he cuts her up, puts her in like the trunk of a Tesla Cybertruck, and the truck's in the front. Mm-hmm. So again, it's such a bad idea because he's driving around.
You had your friend drive it.
No, apparently the friend didn't drive it.
Oh, the friend, okay.
So this is all him. Like he moved the Tesla to the front of the house and then got it towed, impounded and everything, right? So the thing is, he's
you moved it and then got it.
I think what his
such an imperfect crime.
I think what his plan was to try to make it look random and make it seem like, oh, somebody must have put her body in the trunk at the impound lot or something. I don't know. But he's driving around with this decaying body.
Right.
And the trunk's in the front, so as you're driving, anyone in the car is like, what the fuck is that smell?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. He had her in there for like 4 months, bro.
Yeah, it's a sad thing. I think, I'm older now. Mm-hmm. I have like a young girl in my life that I'm raising, and it feels so sad to me that she was so unprotected and that this was just able to happen to her. Like, parents just didn't give a fuck.
People were saying her family pimped her out. That's the thing.
People were alleging that they kind of knew about it and was taking.
I feel like they had to
financial benefits from him, and so it was almost like an arrangement. Either way, it makes me sad. It makes me so sad because I just, me. Lately, I just really been thinking about the youth because I'm starting to really see them as the youth. I'm like, oh, you as a child, like you as a baby. And it's just so sad sometimes to see how, like, that was a girl who had her whole life ahead of her, realistically. She should have been thinking about what school she was going to go to, what career she was going to land in. She should have been having, an amazing journey at first, high school, college. She was supposed to be living life, and instead she gets caught up with a psychotic pedophile and is murdered. And it's just like, and then your family almost got like a sideline view. They just kind of watching the shit happen. Yeah. And only when it stopped benefiting them did they say, oh, let's get the police involved. He's a monster and all of this other stuff. It's just a sad thing to me. I do hope he goes down for this.
I think he will.
Yeah, because the
evidence
this
against
case
him
has
damning.
Disgusted me.
It's damning evidence. Yeah. He's done, bro.
And I deleted his music up on my phone. The music that I was aware of. I gotta now search his name again because if I got something from his Spider-Verse thing on here, I'ma lose it.
Let me check my library.
Right.
To see if I just accidentally put this thing in my shit.
Do I have his stuff on here? Because it's D4VD.
D4VD.
Oh, thank God. It was only the Invincible song I had.
He was on, I got like 2. Well, 1.
Okay. Lord Jesus. Well.
This boy was doing, he was on all the fucking shows, bro. God damn. This nigga did some shit. Spider-Verse, Invincible, and Arcane.
And I mean, these are some good ass shows too. Like, these are some like kind of high budget, high profile shows. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
We don't vet nobody no more. Like, y'all didn't check his streams and say, hey, it's like a teenage little prepubescent girl here.
Who's this child?
First story, and I'm trying to think, since we talked about that, should I try to line them up and make these stories all make sense? Okay.
Let's just start from the
So while we're talking about David, though, just because he is currently being held, correctly?
He's
currently being held while they are putting their case together and whatnot. Speaking about that in our justice system. Now, this is the thing. With cases like this, though, I do be feeling like, yes, lock his ass up. Don't let him go nowhere because he's a fucking monster. And that is similar to...
He's a stupid criminal, too.
Stupid criminal, but also a monster. I'm not even going to just say criminal. Yes, you were breaking the law, but shit, I mean, when I was younger, I used to steal a little bit, So breaking the law is like whatever, but you're a monster.
Yeah.
You are a fucking monster. You wouldn't have found this prepubescent girl whole life ahead of her, killed her, and so they're holding your ass, even though maybe the DA wasn't the most ready to bring the case forward. They have to hold you because bitch, you was a flight risk.
Frankly, I mean, I'm seeing all this shit. Like for everything that's coming out, I'm like, y'all didn't have enough.
I had been thought it was a slam dunk.
Duh.
You found her in his car.
Man.
Slammed up when the case first dropped, and they was like, we don't really have any person of interest. Not even the owner of the car the dead body was found in. I digress though. They're holding him, which often happens to criminals who are facing such cases. While the especially if it's like them versus the feds, the state. A lot of times while the state is building their case, they do have the right to hold you, especially if they did not grant you bail. And that has happened with the David case. It also has happened with the YNW Melly case. If nobody really remembers YNW Melly, don't fret about it. He's not a big deal. But he did have a song that he released called Murder on My Mind, where he kind of details killing his friends. Lo and behold, his friends actually were murdered. And
allegedly it was him.
And he has been locked up for this. You do know the exact time.
7 years.
7 years. It's been 7 years now where he's been being held.
He's not been convicted.
And
he recently he filed for a motion to try to get bail recently. And it got denied, and his hearing got pushed back to January of next year. So he would have been locked up for 8 years when the trial
finally
actually
has his
happens.
day in court. Yeah.
And it's like, listen here. Based off what I'm hearing, for one, it sounds like they did this shit a little too hastily. Where it's like they might have fucked up and they might not be able to lock him. But they're just keeping him in, locked up. But my thing is, bro, y'all really got this man locked up for 7 years with no conviction. Like, bro, get this shit over with.
Get it? I do. I be feeling so split on it because the two examples that we've had, but I will say there is an example I have two examples that are completely opposite. But the two examples that we usually discuss, me and you, I be so torn on it because these are some motherfuckers that I do think did it. And so part of me do be like, hey, yeah, keep them off the street.
Keep them off the streets. But the fact they're able to do that.
The fact that they're able to do that is the issue. Because just like we have this examples of YNW Melly and David, you then also have examples like Khalif Browder, where what was he accused? Was he accused of armed robbery?
Not even armed robbery, stealing a backpack.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. But I was like, were they saying when he stole the backpack it was an armed robbery, or it was literally just the stealing the backpack?
Just stealing the backpack.
So he's accused of stealing the backpack, and he sits in Rikers, right?
In Rikers
Island,
in solitary
for years before he sees his day in court. And I think he died. Did he not?
So he got out.
Oh, he got
him out, but then he ended up committing suicide. I think like a year or two later.
That is an example. My friend was telling me about some show she was watching where they falsely accused a woman of a crime, and she sat in jail for almost 2 years. It was like a year and a half. Like it didn't quite hit 2 years. And she stayed in jail, lost her job. Her house was foreclosed on. Whole life upended. And she did end up suing the police department. She did end up getting a good settlement. But I still had to do the jail time. And so I'm there with you on because like I'm torn on the sense of like some of these motherfuckers though. Some of them do be looking real guilty. And I would rather you take this monster off the street. This is where I feel like I meet in the middle. If y'all can't prosecute, don't go get the motherfucker. Like let them think that ain't no heat. If y'all can't prosecute just yet, wait till you have your case, because I do think everybody not only should have a right to their day in court, but it should have a right to a speedy trial. Like everybody should have the right. If you're gonna lock me up, and especially if you're gonna deny me bail. Now, if you ain't gonna even let me have an option to pay to get out this motherfucker, then yes, you kind of need to come and convict me on some shit. You need to show your evidence, and we need to go ahead and figure out.
Let's get this over with.
Am I guilty? Am I not guilty? Because to have someone sit, especially like with Khalif Browder, because I'm sorry, Rikers Island, I thought that was fucking insane. That they had him in Rikers fucking Island, where they motherfuckers who done 8 people.
An actual prison, bro.
Yeah,
they had him in actual, not even jail.
Not even jail. Like fucking real deal, maximum security.
Yes.
that because I want to say also, did Jay-Z do a documentary?
Yeah.
I think Jay-Z produced a documentary on it. It was just, it's inhumane in there. It's inhumane because people who commit inhumane crimes go there. Now, that's a whole other conversation. I don't necessarily always think that's right.
People go there for a lot of shit, but yeah.
To have this guy who you accuse of stealing the backpack, and then for y'all to not even bring me to court, bitch, you can't. Can y'all prove I stole it? Because then that becomes my thing. How do you end up denying me bail if you can't even prove that I stole it? What makes me a flight risk, bitch?
Man.
Because you don't even know if I stole this motherfucker. So what are we doing?
Dog.
That's where I really do align with you at. Like, no, our justice system is so flawed. You just have so many times where police are trying to fill a quota, or there's been some type of press about the case, and so now they feel like they have to solve the case. And then you get people brought in. Hell, that's also why the death penalty is so sticky, because you've seen people get wrongly convicted of shit and then kill. And then years later, now y'all are like, new evidence may suggest. Okay, well, bitch, where was this evidence?
That's like the one dude in Texas. You heard about that shit?
What?
So he just got executed, I think last week. His wife is like, yo, this dude and said this, and that, right? His cousin confessed that he was the one who committed the crime.
No, I didn't hear about that.
His cousin confessed to doing it, and they still executed him. I don't know. Maybe it could have been he was just lying to try to save him.
But no. Let me tell you why I don't feel like that's likely. Only just because. So was his cousin gonna go take the death road?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? But either way, our justice system is flawed, and I do. Like, when you be talking about it, because at first I was kind of not on your side. At first, because this was the first case that you talked about it with me with. And I was like, Connor.
That nigga needs to stay locked up.
I was like, Connor, did you hear the song? I do think they need to go ahead and keep him in there. Because he does indeed have murder on his mind.
Right.
They need to keep him up in there. And when you was explaining it like that, I was like, no, but you right though. Regardless, if y'all are not gonna have the case and be able to convict him, then you should not be able to keep him locked up for years upon years upon years, and you missing out on life just for y'all to fuck around and maybe come around and say, well, we don't have enough evidence to really suggest.
And I've been locked up for 7 years.
And I've been locked up for 7 years.
I'm suing the fuck out. I'm sorry. On some real nigga shit, if y'all gonna do that, you gotta you have to recompensate me for lost wages.
You know I'm litigious. I be waiting.
You gotta recompensate me, dog.
Connor, I'm waiting for my lawsuit moment. I'm waiting for my big moment where I slip in Walmart or my job fires me inappropriately or without cause, or I'm waiting for that moment where I can really say, oh, bitch, we going to court. Because you know me, back in the day, I used to be waiting on the bitch to fuck around and borrow $500 from me and not pay it back. Bitch, we going to small claims. We going to court. Okay. do. What they say on TikTok? They taking you to jail. Man. We're taking you to prison.
Right. Something, dog. On some real shit.
I'm getting in that courtroom. I don't give a fuck. We squabbling up. So yes, that was that story, and we just had to talk about that because it is important to state that, you know, we should live in a fair and just system where if you commit a crime, you're going to have to go ahead and prove that I did that crime or lose the case and be okay with that. Because either way, keeping somebody in prison for years when you have not brought forth any type of conviction is actually crazy.
Insane.
Okay. Speaking of flawed systems. How do I want to do this? Yeah. Speaking... Because I guess I'll save this one. One of these stories is actually just out of pure mess. So I'm trying to figure out how to pivot. Speaking of a broken system, though, we live in a broken system, right?
We do.
Our economy is fucked up. Times is getting tough.
It's time to go.
Memphis brothers are charged for allegedly robbing a convenience store of $3 and 2 Red Bulls after debit card gets declined for $1.69 purchase. Now, the story here is, and this is why I said, times is getting tough. Because here's the story. 2 brothers, okay? They come into the convenience store. They buy something. Whatever they was trying to buy cost $1.69. They give this man the charge card. The charge card declines for insufficient funds. The one brother says to the other brother, go home and get that fire. And the other brother goes,
not get 85 cents.
Not go get $1, but go get that fire. Go get that fire. The other brother goes, he gets the gun. He comes back They hold the man up because this is what happened when the thing declined for insufficient fund. And this is where I'm confused because what they wanted was like a refund of the funds the card did take. But I've never known, like if it's going to decline, oh, but you know what? I guess it will still run the card. It'll still run the card. It'll just come up insufficient.
I think it'll...
Like it was a debit card. So it still took whatever amount they had on there, but then they probably took it in the overdraft. And so they said...
Even still though, even if it overdrafted, they still would have got the shit.
They still would have got the shit, but what they was like, no, we want our money back. And he so he told him, and he was like, well, you know, I can process you a refund, but it just take a couple of days for the refund to process. They wasn't hearing, they wasn't having that. And so when they got the gun, asked for that money back.
It's $1.65.
But instead of just asking for the $1.69, he asked for $3, and then they steal 2 additional Red Bulls. One of them, when police arrived, was still on the scene. The other one they found at the house, where they also found the Red Bull cans.
Could you imagine catching?
This is why I say times is tough, though, Connor. Because I don't even feel like they went and pulled the gun and did all that foolishness because they didn't afford the purchase. It was literally because he said it's gonna take a few days to process. And I said, you know why they were so worked up about that shit though? Because Connor, they didn't even have $1.69 to their name. So whatever the fuck they did have to their name, hey, but you was running that back today.
So them niggas said, man, we gotta get some ramen noodles with
they
that
said,
money.
hey, we may not can get shit here, but we getting something somewhere else. You need to run that shit back on my card today, right now.
Quarter.
Otherwise, we blowing you the fuck away. And I said, oh, times is tough,
dog.
Connor, we living in the final days.
I guess so.
Motherfuckers don't got $1.69 to their name.
That's crazy.
And then when they want a refund of whatever they did have to their name, because it took a couple of days, they pulling guns. They want that money right now.
I ain't gonna lie. If you pulling guns out for that, bro, like, do you even have bullets? Can you afford bullets, bro?
Dog, that's a great point. Was this gun even loaded? Was y'all pulling my leg?
I ain't gonna hold you. This is a kind of obscure, but you can tell when you're dealing with a broke motherfucker. Like you can tell when you're dealing with a broke motherfucker who has a gun.
Yeah.
When you look at the mag and shit, and it's like you got like 3 different brands of bullets in that bitch. It's like you have to really stitch this shit together. Poor. You have to stitch this shit together.
You pick bullets up off the floor.
Oh, like what?
You've gone through the store and kind of put your finger in the bag and just took little different bullets.
Politics, Blazers, Winchesters.
You don't know what the fuck about to come out when you pull this trigger.
Because you got about 6 different brands. You went around the fucking city and got a bullet from each fucking store.
So I saw this story, and of course, my first thought was that they were stupid. But then my second thought was how sad it was that they were so tight because whatever they had on the card was less than $1.69. So I said, y'all was so tight about some cents, some pennies, some change that y'all put a gun on this man.
At that point, bro, like if anything, I would just say, bro, just like punch each other, punch somebody, just go to jail.
This what I also thought was weird. Yeah,
go for assault instead of armed.
Before, and I guess my thing with it was, if y'all stole cash from him anyway, why he couldn't just give y'all a cash refund of whatever y'all had on the card?
That's some real shit.
Like y'all stole $3 from him in cash. So if y'all was okay with a cash refund,
if you was okay with a cash refund, he could have gave this shit right now.
I could have just gave you the shit back right now. You didn't have to pull no gun. What the fuck?
Yeah. You had to pull a fucking stick on a nigga, bro.
It was only a few little bit of change. I could have just reached right in front of the register and said, here.
Boom.
Here you go.
There you go.
So times is getting tough. I feel like we're living in a time where people really don't have no money. But see, that's why I get so nervous when it come to big corporate, right? Mm-hmm. Because they jack these prices up. They know they jacking the prices up. Mm-hmm. They know we can't afford them, but they know that we probably go buy anyway because it be shit that we need or shit that you want, which sometimes is a little bit more important. Mm-hmm. I want this shit.
Yeah.
I done had a rough day.
Yeah.
I want this shit. Yeah. And you can't afford it. What scares me about that, though, is I'll be like, when companies are doing this, oh, that's why they don't give a fuck. Because I was like, why y'all don't? It will create unrest. Like, when people get to a point where they don't have no money and it becomes a thing of like, oh, I can't have, they're going to take.
Yeah.
And y'all are not scared of getting to that point, but you know what? Big corporate is not scared because they feel like they can live in their mansions and their bunkers and whatever the fuck else they don't purchase, and they gonna just be perfectly safe while it's anarchy in the street.
Yeah.
Which they not completely wrong about. But bitch, if you thinking they gonna eventually spill over,
somebody gonna see your shit.
Okay? You as crazy as a motherfucker. So with that in mind, with big corporate
Yeah.
playing the fuck around, right? Let's hit a few different corporations. First and foremost, DoorDash.
DoorDash.
Because the first thing about big corporate, one thing that we all can relate to in big corporate is everybody work. Everybody got a job.
Yeah.
You report to somebody.
Yeah.
Olivia Henderson was a DoorDash driver.
Yeah.
She gets a DoorDash order.
Yeah.
She goes to deliver the DoorDash order.
Yeah.
She gets on the porch because the instructions was to leave the food on the porch in front of the door.
Yeah.
She goes on the porch, she dropped that food down, she looks up. There is a man, spread eagle on the couch. Door is wide open. And there is a man, spread eagle on the couch. No bottoms on, no underwear, pants, straight dick and balls and booty hole. Right there on the couch, just staring her in her face. And so she pulls out her phone like any Gen Zer, because she do look young. Like, say she don't look Gen Z.
Right.
Like any Gen Zer. She pulls that phone out.
Yeah.
And she goes, hey, y'all. Because I said, now, this is what I'm going to say. Because you bitches ain't about to get in these comments talking to me motherfucking crazy. I done seen her video. Her actual video. I've seen it.
You seen the video?
I've seen her video. The video she posted.
What happened?
She says, so yeah, guys. Holds the phone so we can see right in the door his naked ass. And she says, yeah, this is pretty fucked up. I was called here to do a DoorDash delivery, and this motherfucker has left his door wide fucking open with his fucking dick out.
Yeah.
And she goes on to say that. She did file a police report. So obviously this is something she felt strongly about. She files a police report because she says he just sexually assaulted me, which it is sexual assault. I just want you bitches to know that too. That is sexual assault. It's flashing. When you expose your dick and balls to someone, that is sexual assault. Sorry. Yes, like that is sexual assault. When you are doing that without consent,
True.
she files a police report.
Sitting there with his dick out.
She also files a complaint with DoorDash to say, hey, this customer has sexually assaulted me.
Yeah, he's sitting there with his dick out.
DoorDash fired her. DoorDash said you had no right to record this customer and put this customer out. If there was any video evidence, you should have submitted it to us for internal investigation, and we would have made a determination. The police say, well, we're not going to really press charges for the sexual assault, but what we will do is press charges for unlawful surveillance because you recorded this man in his home with his dick out, even though he left the door wide open and then ordered DoorDash. With his dick out. And so now...
That's kind of wild. I ain't gonna hold you.
She is being indicted by a grand jury. She is currently in court fighting this case with no job.
That's wild she got indicted.
It's wild as fuck that she got indicted. And I said, wow, like, the fact that DoorDash did not have her back at all. When I get... It's, like, hard, too. Because I get it in the sense of, like, maybe you shouldn't have posted it. And I do think sometimes these youngins be too quick to post some shit online. It'd be some real serious situations going on, and they pulling out that phone to record.
It did make it hairy.
It makes it hairy.
It makes it real hairy because, from a legal standpoint, now he has like hella room to be like.
You unlawfully. I was just asleep on my couch, but then it's like, bitch, you left your door wide open.
Exactly. Like, but that's the thing. It's like there's room for him to say, "Oh, I was knocked on my couch."
I was knocked on. Okay. I'm gonna shut up because it do be people who fall asleep waiting on their DoorDash orders.
It do.
I personally ain't never did the shit.
I ain't never did that shit.
But
I'm also like not just sleeping on my couch
dick
with
and
my
balls
dick out.
with my door wide open.
Because
open. That's what I need y'all to realize. If you watch the actual original video, she did not open his door. She did not go into his house.
Yeah.
She filmed it all from his porch, walking off of his porch just to show. But she shows literally, this is fucked up, and you see his door wide open. Him on that couch, you can see him clearly. You don't even have to step in the house. And she walked out that porch. She did not open that man's door. He left that door open, pulled his panties off to reveal his dick, balls, and booty holes, got on that couch, spread eagle, and said, and let that DoorDash order come.
Yeah.
Which I think is wrong. And I think people have turned it into a thing of like, she lying on that man. And just for y'all to want to make this white woman the victim, and y'all are trying to twist shit. And it's like, I don't even think, I hate that that's what it's becoming into. I hate that people are looking at this girl like she's some type of villain or something, because the reality is, I could not imagine if my niece, when she gets older, gives me a call and says, Uncle, like I was trying to just drop off this guy food, and I had to see his dick, balls, and booty hole.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. It's jarring, and it is a form of assault. And DoorDash instantly fired her. Did not have her back at all. Mm-hmm. The indictment, like the police did not have her back at all. I just was like, so how can she file a police report for sexual assault and we never even investigate that before we investigate the unlawful surveillance? Because my thing is it really unlawful once you've exposed yourself to me? Why the fuck the door open? I ain't mad about you passing out on the couch naked. Hey, you in your house, do what the fuck you do. But why the fuck is this door propped open?
Got to be better, people.
We got to be better, and we also need to realize that these jobs is never... You got to handle shit so strategic at a job. You know, currently I work in a very unprofessional workplace. Yeah. And it'd be so easy sometimes to fall into, like, the unprofessionalism of it all. But I'd be having to be so strategic to be like, bitch, you better not say this. Listen, bitch, you better not say that.
I feel it. And that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people, like, a lot of young niggas ain't had, like, real jobs yet. Because I ain't gonna hold you. My job... I got the kind of job where when you get fired, you might want to get a lawyer. Because you might be going to jail for whatever you got fired
lawyer
for.
Up,
you better lawyer up, asshole. You might be going to jail for whatever you did to get fired. Okay. They don't play that shit.
They do not play that shit.
But yeah, bro. Again, that's my thing. Like, I think she fucked up putting it on TikTok.
That's what I think, and I do, and I agree.
She gave him ammo.
She gave him the ammo, especially because the way he played it, he played it so.
It was easy for him to turn himself into a victim.
It was easy for him to turn himself into a victim, which textbook though. Textbook is just like any domestic abuse situation. I don't care which way. I'm not talking a specific way here. Whether it's a man beating on a woman or a woman beating on a man, any domestic violence situation, it's gonna be a moment where that abuser does something to the partner, so they can go off and they can finally be at their wits' end, and then they gonna say, "Ooh."
So you gotta respond. So they
and then they gonna say, "Ooh, look at them! They're so outrageous. They're so." That is exactly how he did her. He played her like that, and she played into it. And the message I wanted to convey here is, number one, you have to handle yourself strategic when you are dealing with professional or legal things. You have to be so strategic about. I want the youth nowadays to go pick up a book, because of this thing. I don't know every law or whatever. But I would have known enough to know that video was evidence. Yeah. And I don't want to necessarily put this evidence out, because also I wouldn't have felt no need to tell you bitches on TikTok. I would have said, I would have took that video and I would have went right to DoorDash and been right in the fucking chat. Hey, this just happened and I'm not happy about it.
Exactly.
And we need to do something about this. He don't need to be able to order from not another DoorDash in this motherfucker. Boom. And that would have been my first concern. So I just wanted to send that message out to the youth. Number one, don't trust your job. You cover your ass.
Dead ass.
But then number two, let's try to stop thinking so much. I feel like we are in such a culture of the digital age of the whole, like, post a video and do what you got to do, y'all. Y'all know what to do. No, bitch. No, they don't know what to do.
Not every time.
They don't know what to do. You take your evidence, any evidence that you collect or whatever, you take it to the proper authorities, because it'd be just like when people be getting assaulted and then they're recording the person just whacking the fuck out of them. I'd be like, bitch, if you don't get that phone down and call the police,
someone can help, please.
So someone can help you. What the fuck are you doing? Man. Like, they'd be like, everyone's gonna see this. Man. I'm posting this on Instagram. Man. Okay.
Did you ever talk about those two cousins who were beefing, who lived together and shit?
We did. We talked about that with Kayla when she was up here. We did. When he pistol whipped him, and I said, you can see the pistol whip coming. And then the video cut off, and then that next video, he was fucked up. He was fucked up.
Oh my God.
Like, yeah, hilarious. But corporations, they do not have our back. Yeah. They are not for the small folk. Mm-hmm. So when you have these corporate situations, these legal situations, you got to be so strategic. Mm-hmm. And that leads me to what big corporate's agenda really is, which is they are vampires who want to bleed us dry. Mm. Why? Because Spirit Airlines shuts down all flights. They've been canceled nationwide. Spirit Airlines has shut down Saturday morning and canceled all flights after failing to secure a last-minute financial rescue. Crazy. The airline had been struggling for years to stay profitable, including losses early in 2026 and multiple bankruptcy filings. Rising jet fuel costs added pressure and became the final blow, which Rise in jet fuel costs, tariffs. That's in my mind.
Yeah.
Like that's where that added pressure and became the final blow as talks with creditors and federal officials fell apart. The shutdown leaves hundreds of thousands of passengers scrambling to make new travel plans, with thousands of flights canceled and about 17,000 jobs impacted.
And they didn't get their money right back either.
You know what? I was wondering about that. I was like, did they refund everybody? Well,
I know some folk who had a flight with them. They didn't get their money back yet from that shit. And I'm just like, it's probably gonna be a minute, cause like they ain't got no money, so they probably gonna like sell the planes and shit, and then pay them through that. So apparently though, I guess Spirit, like they aren't, like there's a parent. So United Airlines, I guess they own Spirit. So I guess it's that Spirit shut down, but not United. I guess I don't.
Okay.
But it's kind of crazy. So I ain't gonna lie. First time I ever got on a plane, it was Spirit. It took so fucking long to take off, and I just thought, like, oh, this is how it goes. This is how flights go. Then I got on a plane. I got on a Southwest flight, and I was like, oh,
like no.
You mean this doesn't have to take a fucking hour?
You chose the right motherfucking one, because that was the one. Bitch, not only is we taking off on time, bitch, by the time this flight halfway done, they done gave me a complimentary motherfucking drink and snack.
Spirit, bro. I'm in this bitch.
And I done had 2 free check bags.
Dog. Man, Spirit, man, this motherfucker felt like fucking Soul playing in this bitch.
What's the next on the list? And I hope I'm almost ready to do the deed myself for Southwest. Now, I will say though, bad news, these airlines, I don't ever like to hear affordable airlines are closing down, because honestly, other airlines are already increasing the prices of their flights. They see the demand is about to rise for people to have to rebook whatever flights that they did have with Spirits, and they're already raising costs of flights. Flights that were $300 yesterday are now $1,000.
Delta looking right now.
I
ain't gonna lie though, Delta's fucking amazing.
Delta is great.
They're amazing.
Delta is fucking great. I have not used them in my adulthood,
I didn't realize
when
how
we
huge
took
they
flights
were.
as a kid, that's we would do Delta. Delta's great.
Their little international shit, dog, incredible.
It's good. That's where it's really worth it. Because I feel like they say first class ain't really worth it domestically, but when you go like overseas,
oh yeah,
that's where the first class matters.
Because you're gonna be in fucking pain if you don't.
Yeah. No, for them flights be too long.
Long as
flights
fuck.
Be like 10 to 14 hours.
Bro.
Sometimes 24.
I was so fucking mad. So we were coming back from Turkey. And this somebody like passed out on the plane or some shit. And I'm like, I'm really on a fucking flight right now where niggas like, is there a doctor on the plane? I'm just like, damn, bro. We're sitting there for like a good like hour and a half. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm just like, I'm trying to get home.
Scary as hell.
I wasn't scared. I'm just like, what the fuck's going on?
It would have just terrified me, because I was like, damn, what if it was me that was passing out?
But the thing is, it's like, people are being mad and considerate because they're just standing up trying to like see what's going on.
Look and see what's going on. It's human nature.
It's like, get the fuck out the way so you can take off, please.
Yeah. But it's human nature, because that type of shit happen, and you can't help but to be like, what the fuck going on? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Because this ain't like practical, but I know my mind would have been like, what just made him pass out? Like, was it something like what happened? Like,
ain't no telling.
Is he sick? Is it what's going on? Like,
did he forget to eat before his hair transplant?
Okay, what the hell happened? Did he forget to eat before his hair transplant? Has he been fasting for this procedure? Okay, so yeah, I just think, honestly, them shunting Spirit, because I just feel like, I'm sorry, but all these other big corporations get bailed out. It could be some shit that nobody even motherfucking use. Spirit is a flight I know for a fact bitches use Spirit. Hands down. That is the go-to. When you want a quick, little cheap, little affordable flight, it's Spirit.
I wonder how the fuck they went out of bit. Well,
for them to not do no buyout, no nothing for them, I was like, what? But then I feel like it's going to be shit like, they ain't going to tell that. Because they probably tried to tell Spirit to raise prices, but Spirit is not the kind of airline that can do that. Because like you just pointed out, bitch, the experience don't really be that great.
It's a budget airline, dog.
It's a budget airline. So it's like they couldn't even do shit. But I do think it's a scheme that Todd set up. I think that big corporate is driving us towards a point where almost every industry is semi-monopolized.
Yes.
That's what
That's
I really
definitely
feel
happening
like.
in America. That's
Like
definitely
I
happening
feel
here.
like
Crazy.
we are running to a point where almost every industry is semi-monopolized, and we don't get to decide any cost.
We're getting so fucked over, bro.
We don't have any competition. We don't get to decide shit. We can't be like, oh, this flight $1,000. Let me get this flight that's $200.
That's
No,
kind of why I want to buy my car out right now. Because I'm
Right.
kind of like, because all the shit I'm hearing where I'm just like, I need these motherfuckers out of my business, bro.
you need them. You need them out. If you can cut that middleman out of owing some company, corporation,
Dog.
whatever for your thing, cut them out because they are driving us to a point where we can't afford them. They want it to be like that.
Yes.
Um.
Not sure why.
Okay. And now we could just talk about undeserved firing, in my opinion, and then a deserved firing.
Okay.
Undeserved first.
Undeserved fire.
Teacher lets student sports bet on her phone and wins $125K. She was then later arrested for letting the students use her phone to sports bet. Students claimed she was teaching them about economics. Authorities were shocked to see the students had made $125K.
That was hating.
Hating like I
That was
said.
hating.
So you mean a bitch can't get help on a little parlay? What if I'm sports betting, but I don't even really know the sports like that, and I hear these little motherfuckers talking about sports all day, and I'm like, hey, who would y'all bet on?
Granted, you're not supposed to be gambling in school.
You're not supposed to be gambling in school, yes.
So yes, you're not supposed to be gambling in school. But at the same time, in the grand scheme of like,
Them
when you
kids
see
wasn't spending their money.
when you see teachers on a headline, and listen, this is not.
Oh no, for real. This ranks low on the list. This is
low
the
on the
smallest
list.
fish to fry.
Small fish to fry.
My biggest thing is this.
They told her pick this team, pick that
The kids
team.
wasn't really gambling. It's not like she was like, hey y'all, give me some money for the
Yeah.
No, this is the teacher's FanDuel account.
Yeah.
This is her betting. She just asked them, who I need to be betting on?
Boom.
and they helped
And
her.
they told her.
I said a bitch can't get a little help on a parlay.
Yeah.
They arrested her was crazy to me.
How much you want to bet? She ran her mouth about it, talking to her coworkers, and one of them was some hating shit. What? She got $100,000 from the students. I bet you was one of. I bet you was one
It
of the
was
teachers.
either that or it was them kids running back like, yeah, we helped Miss Such and Such win $105K on the sports bet, and one of the parents said betting, gambling.
She should have kept her fucking mouth shut.
She should have made sure them students kept their motherfucking mouth shut, and she should have never. First of all, I don't know what it is where people feel like they got to tell everybody that they got some money. I love telling the bitch I'm broke. I don't care what I got. I don't care what I got. I love being like, oh, I ain't got it right now.
Right.
I'm hurting. I'm
Right.
in a bind, Nate.
That's how I be. I ain't gonna hold you. That's how I be.
I can't do that. I'm never. You think if I win the lottery today? So, because what I play, y'all, is the Millionaire for Life, where the first prize is $1 million for life or $100,000 a year for life. And no matter what prize I win, you're set. I think you're set no matter what prize. You think I would win that fucking lottery and then go to work like, hey guys, I won
so
the lottery
fucking
yesterday. Fuck
I'm
that.
so fucking rich. I guarantee you, my job, they're opening up an investigation on me.
Because
same
Carter,
day.
let me tell you how bad I tell bitches I'm broke.
What's up?
My coworkers at work, they order every day. They order lunch together. I don't be ordering with them. And my coworker scooted over to my desk and said, you want me to buy you something from the place today? I said, oh, no, thank you. But that's how bad. I be like, y'all, I'm broke. I ain't got no money. I don't got, but that's just how I was raised. I was raised that you don't tell nobody that you got no money. Because now bitches is going to want to rob you or sabotage you. Because honestly, Hunter, that makes the most sense. She probably went right in that teacher's line like, guys, you would never believe it. My students helped me get $125K. And they was like, bitch. Bitch, we don't make $125K working here. What?
The fuck?
Went right to the principal.
Pretext?
Okay. Went right to the principal. Now here's another teacher.
Snitches. Fuck them.
Here's another teacher where I said, oh baby, you didn't want your job to begin with.
Oh, that nigga. Yeah.
Louisiana principal placed on administrative leave after inviting Boosie to a high school without receiving permission from the district.
Boosie badass.
This principal he says to himself, our kids need somebody to come do a little speech with them. A little public speaking, a little inspiration. Who would be perfect?
Lil Boosie.
Lil Boosie.
How did Boosie do? Was there footage of this stuff?
Wait, let me see. What he talking about?
They asked me positive questions. He had no ill will towards nothing. He was thinking about them kids. Even some of the worst kids, he made me talk to them and give them some knowledge about trouble. This man had no ill intentions.
Boosie was in Lafayette promoting his annual event, Boosie Bash, which will now be held at the Cajun Dome. Boosie has held this event for years in Baton Rouge, but told the Advocate he needed to try a different space because of extra fees and people being against him.
So
here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna say it. Boosie's not the worst guest.
He ain't the best.
He's not the best, but like to bring him in, like okay, talk to like the troubled youth of the school. I mean,
This my thing.
Have Boosie talk to him.
Boosie's content on the internet.
Yeah.
Put your pussy lips on live. I give you $1,000. That instantly disqualifies you from any school. I'm so sorry. Like we are not having you up to the schoolhouse. No, you instantly put your pussy lips on live. Even just his content in general, he is somebody who's cursing. He's somebody who's it was a high school. Them kids is cursing anyway. But that to me, I was automatically like, I'd have fired your ass too. And if I was a parent at the school, I'd have been somebody who demanded, fire that nigga now.
Boosie.
Why would he have Little Boosie up here? Little Boosie, also who is homophobic, I'm sorry, says nothing but homophobic things, which also is an issue when you're speaking to youth because you don't never know what them kids is going through or what he just was not a good guest.
Don't cut his dick off, man. Don't cut his dick off, man. That shit was...
That was not okay. And then when I'm hearing him talk about he had no ill will, he had me talking to some of the worst students, giving them advice. Oh yeah. I'd have been a parent like, yep, he gotta go. What the fuck do you mean? You telling me this student already at risk and who you get to talk to him is Boosie? Oh yeah. You need to be fired. You're done. You're done. Now, this is what I will say, though. He is a Louisiana principal. He probably is from Louisiana. That motherfucker probably love Boosie. They from there. Boosie. He probably love Boosie. But see, that's what I mean, too. When you at a job, you have to be so fucking strategic. You know who you get to talk to these motherfucking kids? You get a fucking businessman to come talk to these motherfucking kids. You get an accountant. God damn it. You don't go get no fucking Little Boosie. This is just like what we was talking about a couple episodes ago with the AKAs. You want to host a performance and then you hire fucking Trick Daddy. Y'all got to know.
That was a wild pick.
Like, y'all have to do better. Y'all have to actually start turning them brains on. This thing under your skull, it can be turned on and you can think a little bit. Okay. So yes, undeserved firing, deserved firing. And Connor, that's been grab your popcorn. I do believe. Hell. Yeah. We're done.
We finished?
That's been grab your popcorn.
Wow.
That has been grab your popcorn. Big corporate is trying to bleed us dry. So you have to be super careful at your job. Yeah. You have to be super careful with your dollars. Honestly, spend your money with businesses that service you and pour back into the community. Other than that, we need to low-key stop. Yeah, we need to low-key stop spending money. And I feel like we say that a lot of episodes, honestly. We're low-key anarchists.
We kind of are, but still. Support small business.
Support small business, though. Support small business. Be smart at your jobs. Don't be in there gossiping. Don't be in there taking videos and shit. And if you go take videos, you wait till your day in court to premiere them videos. Don't post them on no social media site. Let's just be smarter, people.
Deadass.
Also, we may need to start boycotting the airplane industry.
It might be time to drive places.
I'm sorry, $1,000 flights is truly where I draw the line.
Road trip.
$1,000.
That's crazy.
We really can wrap it up. I don't need to go nowhere else.
It's time to bring RVs back. We need to make RVs commonplace.
I kind of hate RVs. I know there are those luxury ones that sometimes be looking more comfortable, but I just can't always help but be like, that's gonna be an uncomfortable ass sleep in this RV.
It's gonna be an uncomfortable ass sleep, and I ain't gonna lie. I kind of get why RVs don't pop off like that because it's like, I know me. I'm like, if I got a family and we get an RV, I'm driving the whole fucking time. I don't even get to the RV.
Yeah. Because let's get to where we going.
I gotta drive the whole time.
Where we going? Let's figure this out.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I wish I could fucking sit at the kitchen table in my RV right now.
Okay. No, you're only going to enjoy that RV when you get to where you going. Exactly. So let's go ahead and get there.
Finally.
And figure it out. My dad used to have an RV. I used to hate that shit. Yeah. I used to hate it. I was like, there was like the main bed, and I will say maybe the main bed wasn't the most uncomfortable, but then them little bunk beds, bitch, please.
So you be out there, you about to fall out that shit?
Man, I used to be like, oh yeah, no, I'm not fucking with this. It's almost like camping. It got put in the same category as camping with me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't fuck with this shit. I don't do
Yeah.
this.
For reals.
Our slice of life today, friend.
Slice of life.
Our slice of life.
What's up?
The general question is, when is it okay to be selfish? You know, we talked about how much of a good place we're in. I think that we're in a good place because we are really coming into ourselves. One thing, you know, we've been friends for a decade. One thing I'm noticing is we're pretty much ironing out them little kinks of like, I don't know who I am,
It takes
or
work.
I'm trying to figure out where I want to be.
We're finding it.
We're finding it.
Finding it.
We're finding it. You know, I'm about to be a new homeowner.
Yeah. Hey.
You know, and I am really debating. I'm at a point in my life, you know, where I'm really debating. Both of my parents are two people who, my father is retired. My mom still works, but she has passion projects.
Yeah.
And the usual formula of the family is to rely on Dylan to get a lot of the things done that they need done for these things.
Yeah.
And I'm in a space now where I have a full-time job. I have full-time passion projects. And now I'm about to be a new homeowner where I'm about to have to take on full responsibilities of like, I got to make sure that this, that, the third is done, you know? And I'm like, bro, when is it okay to like be a little bit selfish and tell them like, no, I'm not helping you with that because I got XYZ to deal with in my life. You know, that's the point that I'm at right now. And so I really thought this was a good slice of life because I was like, let me talk to my friend about it. When can you start just being like, yeah, no, I gotta look out for me? Because I feel like all of my family members know how to look out for them. They know how to make sure they shit is secured. But I've been the family member where I gotta help with everything.
I think it's okay to be, for one, you got to choose you out here. That's something you really got. I learned that
You have to
myself.
do it. You have to.
And, you know, when you choose yourself, life gets a lot better.
Yes.
Because you start doing shit you want to do. You get on the ball, you start focusing on shit you need to focus on. You get happier.
Yes.
So choose you out here. But also, as far as being selfish, see, there's a difference between being selfish and choosing you, I feel like.
See, me personally, I done took the negative connotation out of being selfish.
Here's the thing. I feel like it's okay to be selfish. It's only bad to be selfish when you've either agreed to an obligation,
Okay.
or you're being selfish in a way where someone has assisted you in a way that would warrant reciprocation,
Right.
and you're not holding up your end of the bargain.
Right.
Shit like that,
Yeah.
where it's like, as long as you aren't actually screwing somebody over,
As
and you
long
know
as
it,
you are not screwing somebody over. And that's where I'm at because I'm in a space where I feel like my inner self has been saying your solution need to be selfish. Like your solution needs to be completely concerned about you, completely concerned about what you got going on, and saying to them, no, I'm not helping. Now the thing about this is you can't tell my family now. I can't be like, oh, I just don't want to help. So I end up having to just kind of ignore
it'd be
the
like that with
request.
family. It'd be like that with family.
Yes, I end up having to be like, no, I'm not typing up this dossier for your fucking business, or no, I'm not about to do 200 flyers.
You know,
for like, I'll just be having to ignore the request.
I've learned though from certain people. I think you have a great idea that, hey, sometimes you gotta say no to a motherfucker because they will have you out here fucked up.
From certain people has me weak as fuck.
And we all know, you know who.
I'm pretty sure I do, yes.
But yeah, some people you gotta say no to. But it's
Yeah.
like, that folk, you know, because folk be on ridiculous shit.
Folk hey, listen, everybody want a piece of you in this life. That's what I have found. Like, at least with me, I be feeling like everybody want a little piece. Everybody want to be able to be like, oh, let me call you for this. Let me help you for this. Oh, Dylan, can you do this? Oh, can you handle this? Can you? And I be like, bro, when do I get to be like, no, I'm doing this, or I have this to do, or I whatever. When do I get to just be selfish and be like that? And I think with me being the type of person where I do believe in community, I believe in village.
Yeah.
I also believe in love being the act of showing up and lending your presence and lending your assistance. I be feeling so bad whenever I do think about being like that. So like, when do you like? How do you justify it? Or when you start to see, because for
thing-
example, the best example is my mom, because that's where I think I feel the most guilty. Where she's trying to run this business, she don't always know what to do, and she want to lean on me and my expertise. And we went to school for business. She want to lean on me and my expertise, but I'll be like, yo, that's really me running the business for you, and it's not my business.
I'll say this. I feel like when you're quote unquote being selfish, if folks really fuck with you, they're not really going to take it personal. They'll understand. That's really the big thing. They'll understand. I just
feel like
I gotta do this business. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. They'll understand.
Okay.
Like, oh, all right.
Because I just have, because that's the other thing. So I'm 30. I don't know if I can go through another upheaval. I've had plenty of times in my life. I feel like anytime I do, this is gonna be so cliche, but anytime I've reached a state of evolution where I really have kind of put me first or chose me, I have lost maybe at least 3-4 friends. Me and my family done been into it for a little bit. We done been, and I'm like, dog, at 30, do I have the energy? To even, you know what I mean?
Sometimes you got to, I don't know. Whenever I choose me, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't in a fucking flow state. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be in the fucking
Don't
zone.
get me wrong, it do be a flow state because I be realizing, oh, your ass was holding me back.
Man.
Like, dog, okay, for example, the last batch of friends I lost,
Yeah.
Got it. I'm sorry. I've been so much happier in friendships. I'm already an anxious person.
Yeah.
What I can't wonder about is how this week, bitch, did I piss you off? Or I can't walk on eggshells. I can't be like, oh my God. I can't be so strategic.
Yeah.
I can't be really just thinking about like, oh my God, what do I got to do to do? Okay, let me make sure I send a text to such a day because if I don't text them and I did just texted this, then they gonna be thinking this. And then, okay, let me make sure, well, hold on, when we go out this time, let me make sure I ride home with such and such because if I ride home with this one, they're gonna be like, oh, you always ride home with them. I cannot.
Yeah.
Everybody, like I said, everybody always wants a piece of me. Like, I cannot do it. Like, I can't do it. And ever since I have not been friends with them, is it times I miss them? Sure.
Yeah.
Because obviously, a friendship ain't never gonna be all bad. But it's way more times where I'd be like, oh, I love that I really just went and hung out and had just like a easygoing experience. Like when I want to hang out with y'all, I done had a tough day at work. And then I go hang out and I think I'm having fun. And then when I get up and say, hey, Connor, can you give me a ride home? And now bitches is texting my phone like I'm a fake ass bitch because why is always Connor that you go ride home with?
He's on the way. You were literally like on the way every time, I felt like.
We've always lived close together.
Yeah.
And I've always just been like, hey, like
you literally have to pass my house.
I literally, like,
Okay.
I'll just be like, hey, like, can we get a little bit of a ride, please?
Okay.
It would be stuff like that, though, where I would be like, bro, I can't do it. Like, but it's stuff like that, too, though. I try to cater to people. And I would be like, well, dang, I can kind of see. Like, I'm putting myself in your shoes. Once I started being social media, like, I don't give a fuck. It did lead to, I think, a series of events where it was like, yep, bitch, now we done fell out. We done just all fell out because no longer, bitch, am I about to really be concerned about your feelings of who am I giving my time to or who am I?
Yeah.
I can't do it. But now being at this point, like I said, I just feel like, I'm 30. Don't got quite much energy at all.
Yeah.
Even just for the day-to-day, let alone do I take a stance and say, I'm going to be all about me. I'm going to just worry about myself, blah, 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 because that's going to piss off XYZ. How, like, I'm so at a loss.
But like I said, I'm still in contact with certain said folks.
Yeah.
A lot of said folks, actually.
Yes.
I think, I'm be honest, we had a somewhat different experience, I feel like.
We did. Because like I said, I do. That's why I did make it specific to me. I don't want to make it all about me, but bitches be wanting a piece of me specifically. And I do think it's because, but I'm a lending person. I'm the bitch. You got to work and you got to do an event and you need to go set up and somebody done quit on you or somebody done last minute. You can call me and I will go ahead and throw on some sweats and go help you set this motherfucking event up and make sure that it's a success or whatever. I know you probably did have a different experience, but I also feel like maybe you did. Because there were times where you chose to spend time with people because you wanted to spend time with them, and that was an issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
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 But anyways,
And I do think honestly, you went through a similar thing now. You went through a thing where every time that you were spending time with a person and a certain person found out it was an issue, right? Okay, cool. So then what you ended up doing though, you started not giving a fuck. You stopped catering instead of being like, well, let me not say too much about this or let me whatever. You was just like, shit, this is what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And what happened? It was tension.
yeah.
And I think that's the pattern I'm used to. So I'm at a point where I'm like, what do I do? Do I just say fuck it though? Because like you said, when you do choose you though, even with the tension, even with the whatever, you're in a flow state.
You're in a flow
Because you
state.
be like, damn, I just did something for me. You
start making moves. You
get a new source because you be like, it's really about me and this bitch. Like, hold on, like
doing shit out here, dog.
I'm doing this. I'm waking up at the time that I want.
Real niggas.
I'm doing this. I'm, like you in that state of like, damn, bitch, like I'm really choosing myself, and I really don't have to cater to this, bow to this, feel bad about that, shame about this.
Yeah.
What is y'all? I need some concrete advice.
Concrete advice? Oh, yeah, simple, bro. Just choose you.
Just do it.
Choose you.
And not care about the
Choose you and
consequences.
think about,
not
worry
care
about
about
yourself.
the tension.
Don't give a fuck about it. Just make yourself better. Better yourself. Once you choose, you start to better yourself and make better decisions for yourself.
I'm in a place where I think if I do choose me, I can then later down the line better pour back into my community. Because I even feel now, I be like, damn.
The ones I want to be there will be there.
Yes, I be feeling a little flaky, or I be feeling like, damn, I'm not always showing up the most. That's because, bro, I'm balancing not just my plate, but a few other people's.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, if I really just locked in on my plate though, got it built how I wanted to get built, I could give a little mac and cheese to you over here.
Yeah.
I can give a little fried chicken to you over here.
You can give back to the community, which is...
So your final advice, so you think I should just do it and then not worry about nothing.
There you go.
And whoever is left standing with the dust clear and I ain't half chosen me and
They'll
I'm
be
gotten
there.
on that feet, that's who I pour into.
They'll be there.
Damn, okay.
They'll stick around.
Okay.
But with that said, I think we've...
The final thoughts.
That is the final thought,
That is the final thought. Always choose you. It's always okay to be a little selfish and say, fuck these other bitches.
There you go.
And to choose yourself. No, but seriously, I do think that is the final thought. I do think in this life, you are going to be pulled in a million different directions, whether it be your job, your family, your friends, your lovers. You're going to be pulled in a million different directions. People are going to want a million pieces of you.
Yeah.
And you do have to always come back and choose yourself. Even when it sometimes feels wrong to choose yourself, don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Even if you can't help such and such today, you have to, your cup got to be full first before you can pour. You can't pour from an empty cup.
Yeah.
So always make sure that you choose yourself. I feel like we talked in circles around it. I don't know. I think because it's something that I'm struggling with.
We'll get around to it.
We'll get around to it.
But it'll have to be next week. Or the week after next, I mean.
Yes, it'll have to be the week after next. Because like I said, I think you enlightened me a little bit. Because it may be not even be truly selfish. It may just be self-persevering.
Self-improvement. That's what
Self-improvement. Self-preservation.
Choose yourself.
When you choosing yourself, that's the only way you can choose others. So let's all choose ourselves a little bit more. Let's be a little bit more selfish and let's redefine selfish. Selfish ain't always bad.
Yep.
Sometimes it's just getting yourself together so that you can help anybody else.
And with that said,
is that it?
That's
Anything else?
Nope. Other than this has been another episode of Hungry Like the Wolves. This is your favorite son, Uncle C's.
And it's Big Deal, Not the Little One. And we are
Hungry like the Wolves. Oh! Rest in peace, Joe.